We're at Free Comic Book Day 2026. We're in front of Time Capsule Comics, Pontiac Ave in Cranston, Rhode Island. I'm Mark. There's Calvin. There's James. Adam is behind the camera. Okay, so we got a chance to visit a bunch of comic shops today. We went to Rubber Chicken Comics in Bellingham, Mass. We went to Green Dragon in Chepachet or Chepachet, depending on where you live.
We went here.
And obviously we went here. We got some good interviews. All right. Which books did you pick up this year for Free Comic Book Day?
I picked up the Alien Predator Marvel thing.
Yep.
I picked up some interesting ones, something to do with the kids at the end of the world.
Yeah, all right.
Picked up a couple of kid titles for my nephew and great nephew and great niece.
Okay.
And I found some, stuff I was looking for here. I found the Phil Collins Face Value concert.
Okay.
A Yes CD. And Surface, the complete series on DVD.
Oh, nice. Okay, what'd you end up getting?
I got here this year the Ultimate Oz Universe comic, which I love the Land of Oz, so you should read the books too that L. Frank Baum wrote. And also, it happened to have some leftover from Superman Day, Supergirl. So I collected the Peter David Supergirl run, so it's like, oh, let's check out the new Supergirl.
Nice. Yeah,
I also movie coming.
I also picked up the Aliens Predator 1. I picked up Flash Gordon.
And there's a Planet of the Apes story in there too with the Alien Predator.
Yeah, that's going to be good. All right, so we've been doing Free Comic Book Day for what, over 20 years?
It's been a long time. This year was a little different with Diamond Distributors going down. Marvel didn't participate this year.
Yeah.
So they're still trying to work out the kinks and how to get the comics too, as we saw today with Green Dragon, unfortunately.
Right.
But like Rob said, next year they'll probably be it'll probably be fixed up and full speed ahead. And like he was saying, there are fresh people coming in to actually read comics, which is what this thing is supposed to be all about.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. My only disappointment was that there were no Star Wars titles this year. I was really looking forward to something like that, but. Oh well.
Yep.
And maybe next year we'll get the Phantom. That would be nice as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Star Wars, I mean, they kind of dropped the High Republic series. So we'll see how Mandalorian and Grogu goes, and hopefully that'll help generate some interest. More.
Which we've all just bought tickets for, so we'll be going to see that movie.
Yep.
That'll be good. We'll do a review. Okay, so that's going to be it for Free Comic Book Day 2026. Make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube channel because we are awesome. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell everybody to check us out. Bye. All right. As he walks by, I'm Mark, and this is Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Mark.
Nice to meet you. Now,
Nice to meet you.
We're a wonderful artist here. He does the artwork for Liner.
I do, yep. One right over here.
Yep.
Excuse me, don't mind me. Issue one right here, Liner. Yep.
And the writer is Jim Savard.
Jim Savard.
He's a good friend of ours, so we've met Jim several times. Okay, that's cool. Give me a little bit about what Liner is all about. Give me the plot.
The plot of Liner.
I've read the book, by the way.
You know the book.
So
I don't know. I don't want to give too much away because I don't want Jim to come after me. But basically, it starts out with 4 lifelong friends going on a cruise to Florida. And as they travel in their boat, and the boat's name is Liner, freaky stuff starts to happen. It starts subtle in the first issue, and then by issue 3, because this is a 3-issue series, it goes out of control. And basically, all hell breaks loose.
Literally.
Literally.
Yes.
So we start with 4 people on a boat, and it ends up being a world of demons and devils and all kinds of wonderful gore-tastic things. If you're a horror fan, as Jim and I both are, we're huge horror hounds. I highly recommend reading it.
Okay, now it's a 3-issue series. 2 have come out so far, right?
Yep, and the third one is I'm actually working on the third one now, and I've got about 5 pages left.
Okay, good. So it should be out pretty soon.
It should be coming out this year, yep. Once the art's done, we take it over to our letterist, Josh Hurst. He's creeping around here somewhere.
Okay.
He takes Jim's words, puts it on the page, and before you know it, we'll have issue 3 ready to go.
Sounds good.
And then that'll be it until Jim's next vision.
Now, what's your art background?
My art background, just drawing. I'm a comic book artist, freelance comic book artist for the most part. I did go to school for it, but never wanted to draw fruit, so nothing really came from that.
I hear that a lot. A lot of artists that I've interviewed over the years have
Yes.
said, I have an art degree, but I've never used it.
I have an art degree. It has never brought me anything, but just being an artist and just spending my whole life drawing has, and so that's what I do. I do pop horror art. I make comic books. I got my own comic series, Werewolf with the Chainsaw, which is about to see its 5th issue.
Okay. Did you write that as well?
I wrote this and I drew this one.
Okay.
Yep. So that's pretty much my background. It's just basically been horror and comics,
Okay.
and that's just what I've been doing my whole life.
All right.
you know?
Now, if people want to get in touch with you, how do they get in touch with, like, social media or
The
website
best
or
place to
anything?
read me is at Mark Macrina Art on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you can see all my artwork, and that's where you can get in touch with me for any kind of commissions or to catch up on any of the books that you might miss. All these books are, available here at Rubber Chicken Comics,
Okay.
who publish my books graciously.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to find me.
Okay,
And
good.
Cookie Monsters here.
Now, it's Free Comic Book Day. Have
Yes,
you had
it
Have you
is.
had a chance to check out any of the new books that
Oh,
are out?
I sure
Or-
did. I got my whole. I had got my whole spiel of books that I'm really looking forward to.
Okay.
Especially this interesting crossover with Sonic the Hedgehog and DC.
Yeah, I've heard interesting things
Yes,
about that one, too.
absolutely.
All right, Mark, thank you very
Yes,
much.
Mark,
Appreciate it.
Nice meeting you.
All right, let's see what else is going on for Free Comic Book Day.
Thank you for showing up. Have a great time.
Hey, it's James. I'm here with Cassie at Green Dragon Comics here in Chepachet.
Hi, Annies.
How are you?
Good. How are you? James?
Good. So what's going on here today?
So today is Free Comic Book Day.
Yes, it is.
Unfortunately, my free comics didn't come in on time.
Oh, man.
But we are playing Magic the Gathering over at the tables right now. So,
Oh, yeah. That's lots of fun.
and then later tonight is D&D.
Awesome. Awesome. And you have, like, D&D nights and stuff, game
Yep.
nights regularly?
So Wednesday and Thursday is our D&D nights. Tuesday is Trench Crusade, which is a tabletop game. Friday night is extremely casual Commander night. People who are just starting out.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's Saturday is Commander as well.
Check that out. So what do you have? Are you going to be at any con soon or next con?
We're going to be at the Apple Festival.
Oh, Apple Festival.
in Situate. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I like it there. It's a lot of kids. You just get to walk around the Johnston Memorial Park,
Yeah.
see everything. And so we're going to be there for the day, the weekend, actually. And then it's Rhode Island Comic Con again.
Yeah. I've been to the Situate Art Fair. I mean, you're right next door pretty much,
Yep.
aren't you? That's probably a really great event to hang out and see. But the Apple Festival, that's
Yeah.
new to me. I haven't heard about it.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. My dad was doing it, and he's like, now you need to come down and help me. So we're going to bring the store.
Great. Let's see, is there anything else? It's kind of a wet day today,
Yes.
but we're staying dry inside. That's another thing that's great. You can come in and relax, and
Yeah.
play games and paint miniatures, and stuff like that. There's,
Go through
So, yeah.
boxes.
so yeah, come down to Green Dragon and check it out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Free Comic Book Day 2026, and we are at the premier comic book store in Rhode Island, Time Capsule over in Cranston. And we are with the proprietor, owner, and friend, Rob Uranian. Rob, how's it going?
Well, it's quite an honor you've bestowed upon me as the premier store. I appreciate it. I'm doing great. It's been a fantastic day, even with the slightly crummy weather. People still coming out in droves, and it's been another great day.
Yeah, so it's actually a little surprising. We didn't think there was going to actually be a Free Comic Book Day with all the upheaval in industry between the distribution stuff and Marvel's not taking place this year because they're kind of doing their own thing. So talk about how do you think this year came about, why Marvel is doing whatever it is they're doing or not doing, and any of the highlights for this year.
Well, I would say the situation is ongoing because with the demise of Diamond Comics, their distribution system, now the other existing distributors are picking up the slack, and I suspect next year will be full boat again, where everybody will be involved and it'll be much more organized. But I mean, this year there still were tons of selections. A lot of people were coming out for all kinds of titles. I mean, it's really what marks Free Comic Book Day is such a great event. Is there's such variety for so many different people. It's not just superheroes, or it's not just licensed stuff. There's a little bit of everything, and you know, it gives new readers an opportunity to try books for the first time. And it gives existing readers an opportunity to try titles they don't necessarily want to spend $4 or $5 for.
Yeah, and like you said, there's a little something for everybody. You got kids titles, you got like horror titles, you got some really good like deep stuff, and then you got your standard superhero fare. Anything this year that stands out for you?
Not really. I mean, I haven't had a chance to read too many of them yet, but it's always a good thing when there's video game ones, because kids are who we're trying to reach. And they're not going to read a kid's book that they've never heard of. But if there's Sonic or, some video game characters, that will expose them to comics, and then hopefully they'll read other stuff. So it's great when there's Disney. I mean, the real bummer is there hasn't been Simpsons for a long time. I mean, that was like one of the staples of Free Comic Book Day every year, and Disney books, and there's not really any of that this year. But, we've got some video game ones that really have, hook the kids in. So at least they're trying.
Which is good, because I mean, especially this year, there seems to be a plethora of like video game movies and video game tie-ins. You've got so many this stuff coming out. Resident Evil being like reimagined. You got the Street Fighter movie set in the 90s, which looks really awesome in a really geeky B movie sort of way. Anything in that genre you're looking forward to seeing?
Definitely the Street Fighter. I think if they do it well, it's going to really revitalize that, and it's going to bring people in to buy more than just video games. They're going to want to come in and read the comics. I mean, they publish so many Street Fighter comics over the years. If the publishers reprint those in trades and make them available, I'll sell stacks of them,
And you obviously being a big comic book store, and you have literally all sorts of genres and stuff. Are there any titles out currently that you could recommend to our viewers? Anything that you think you'd be worth their time?
All the Absolute titles, particularly Absolute Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter. Those four in particular are phenomenal. I have not seen anything bring new readers into comic shops in the almost 40 years I've been selling comics like that. And it's a young crowd. They're not collectors, they're readers. They don't care what cover is on it. They just want to read these books. I haven't seen anything like this, and I can't remember the last time that young people were excited about reading comics.
Yeah, and that's a really big deal, because if the comic world is going to survive, you need to have readers, and it's it's not just using an app or something. You're actually holding like a physical copy of a book, which is really a big deal in today's day and age.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a few years ago, I figured my customer base was going to age out. And I'm like, well, we'll just, ride it to the end. But with so many young people now coming in, I think the comic industry will be fine, as long as they don't get too greedy and raise the cover prices up too high.
All right. So I'm not going to let you go without talking about the biggest Marvel movie in like forever, Avengers Doomsday. It looks like it's going to be interesting. Who knows what's going on? Any thoughts?
Well, I have faith in Disney not to blow it. I think it'll be $1 billion movie before you know it. I don't see it not being good. I think it's going to be great. I think audiences are going to love it. I think it's going to bring people into the stores to buy Doctor Doom related stuff. I have high hopes.
All right, and let's jump over to the other universe and James Gunn's DC stuff. Superman seemed to do pretty well, and he has his plan that he's working out, and it seems like at the Warner Brothers sale, he's going to still continue with his vision. You got a bunch of stuff coming out this year. You got Supergirl, you got Clayface, among others. Anything in there that strikes your fancy?
I mean, I'm excited personally for Clayface. I don't know how well it's going to go over with mass audiences, but that's what they said about Guardians of the Galaxy, and it became a huge franchise. So, I mean, I particularly like what James Gunn is doing with his choices of how he writes characters and the storylines. I just hope that the ownership doesn't change and they kick him out, because he's gone. And if they sell it, it's guaranteed he's gone. So we'll see what happens.
So one of the really cool things about Time Capsule is that you can find just about anything here. You have, shirts, you have merchandise, you got toys, you got games, you got video games, you got movies, you got concerts, you got records, you have video games, you have a little bit of everything. And you also have like a clearance sale coming up.
So once a year, we have a giant sale where we blow out tens of thousands of comics. Last year at the sale, we sold 710 long boxes of comics. I have that many ready for this year. We moved the sale over to our warehouse in West Warwick. It's at 3 Bridal Avenue. It starts next Saturday. It's going to be for 5 weekends in a row. There's at least 400 long boxes ready to go. Everything's $1 a piece. If you collect comics, if you read comics, this is a sale you do not want to miss.
Yeah, your sales are legendary, as people in the know. And speaking on that vein, my last question, because we haven't done this in a while, you've been in the business for a long time. You're not really much of a collector anymore, but you're still looking for the underground titles that you've been trying to go here and there. Have you found anything that kind of narrowed down what you're still looking for?
Well, as the matter of fact goes, I've slowed way down on collecting underground comics. My attention has turned to vintage toys now. I'm collecting vintage toys like a madman. Anything that just strikes my fancy. In particular, lunch boxes. I probably have about 400 vintage lunch boxes now in my collection. But if it's cool and I see it, I'm keeping it.
I did see the Space 1999 lunchbox in the case back
that
there.
Was a double.
Oh, that's like really cool. Anything in particular that you're proud of that you found?
Nothing in particular. Just I enjoy all of it.
All right. Anyways, Time Capsule, you can see it. It's timecapsulecomics.com.
Timecapsulecomics.com.
Yep.
Or the timecapsule.com. Either one.
I mean, they're on social media. There's this store. There's the other store in Seekonk, which is really awesome, with Jeff. Rob, as always, thank you for taking a few minutes time with us, a free comic day, and always best of luck to you. Best of luck with the sale. I'm sure we'll be talking soon.
All right, thanks. I always appreciate you guys coming down. It's probably the over 20th time you've been here for this, I think.
Yeah, we've been doing this a while. This is our 30th year doing the Sci-Fi Journal, which is just freaking, we're getting old, man.
Yeah, this is my 22nd free comic book day. So, well, I appreciate you guys.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.